smell the gumbo? You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio.
Welcome to Cajun Sports Radio, Tuesday, November the 6th, 2012. And conveniently, we were supposed to come on last night, but we come on election night here and give people something to do while they're waiting to see who wins the White House. What's going on, Dad?
Hey, my boy. What's going on?
You are listening to the number one father and son sports radio show in the country.
I sure appreciate that.
We are the number one sports show, father and son sports show in the country. I made that completely up. I'm just saying that because I don't hear any of it. What a weekend of sports here. We were going to come on last night before the Saints game, but things came up on my end and your end. But I'm kind of glad we came on tonight because we get to talk about what happened last night. It's,
Right.
And Saints found a way to get it done, man. I know, but believe me, I'll be the first one to tell you that Philadelphia looked terrible, but they even made our defense look good last night.
Yeah. The first quarter, they rushed for 100 yards, Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were
100 yards.
They were at the beginning of the game. They were doing what they wanted with us until they got across the 50. We started getting to Vic, and they left Vic on an island by himself. They were just letting him get hit.
I'm great for the win with the Saints. Love them. I knew and it makes a difference when they play home too. You know that you got a big Monday night showdown. People everywhere. Scott, my brother, Laine's uncle, was over there. They left Sunday evening. See, there were so many Philadelphia fans. It was unreal. The hype, Lane. And hey, it just hats off to the Saints. We got a W.
Mm-hmm. We got the W, and we're still alive.
I don't know about that, but we got a W.
Still alive. And let me tell you something. We've been hearing all weekend. All we've been hearing all weekend. It broke Sunday, and you know where I'm going to. ESPN broke the story Sunday that Sean Payton's contract is terminated. And the reason why it is because when he was suspended by the NFL, somehow or another, by them suspending him, it voided something in his contract, Dad. That made the contract it's over with. He's not, technically, Daddy, he's not a New Orleans Saint right now.
Oh, that's scary, Lane. Very scary. Very scary.
Now, we both argued about this all afternoon yesterday. And I can tell you right now, you said from day one that he's going to Dallas. You've been saying that for a while, and I told you I'm going to give you the credit if he goes. He has a house in Dallas, right?
Yeah, and his kids go to, but anyway, they go to school in Dallas somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know they go to school in Dallas.
Oh, yeah, the whole family's in Dallas.
So they live in Dallas, basically.
Oh, yeah. Even when he was when they were in New Orleans, he had an apartment.
Oh,
they sold all that. They had that house. Remember with he had a lawsuit, something about the sheetrock or something when it got wet? Anyway, they moved. They moved.
So, wow. I really didn't, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't count that his family stays in Dallas and he comes to New Orleans to coach. That could have some aspect. I don't think he's going to go.
He would commute back and forth. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's going to be hard for Tom Benson to let him leave. But then again, you're talking about Jerry Jones. What he wants, he gets. All in all, what they were reporting this weekend, doesn't matter what happens with Sean Payton, he will be the highest paid coach next year in the NFL, no matter what happens.
Yeah, right. Well, I know we argued back and forth yesterday. Who, this and that, and who gone. But I heard something today, not with the media, because the media, you could go on any site. It shows Jerry Jones, then it shows Sean Payton. You know what I mean? The media loves that. They even talk about he might go to Philadelphia. But anyway, there's one thing that I think the only reason why he won't go to Dallas, because Jerry Jones won't let him coach the way he wants.
I said that last night.
Tom Benson gives him full reign.
I said that last night.
Locked him out of his own dressing room Sunday.
What did I say last night, Dad? That was what they were saying on WWL last night. That's what Bobby Hebert said. And I told you that last night. That's the reason why he would not want to go to Dallas, because Jerry wouldn't let him do what he wants.
That's right. And he got full reign.
Exactly. Drew Brees ain't going to let him leave, I don't think. And Benson, they said that Benson would pull out $10 million. I mean, so in other words, Sean Payton might make as much as $10 million next year. Can you imagine $10 million a year?
Catch up.
Make up for this year, huh?
Yeah. But, they can all say what they want. Man getting a check somewhere.
Something's going on, huh?
He getting a check somewhere. You know what I mean? What? He making 7 now? A year?
I was wrong. I think it's more like 6, Dad. I was wrong. I said 8.
Okay, say 6 plus you endorse. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. That's what they said. He probably lost about $8 million this year, not just from salary, but from, like you said, special things. And poor thing.
Yeah. But anyway, let's not talk about the money. Let's talk about the coaching here. We don't want to lose Sean Payton.
And by the way, real quick, I was watching the game last night towards the end. I don't know if you've seen this. After the 2-minute warning, Breeze had to tell, what's his face, Joe Vitt. How terrible was that? Breeze had to tell him how to use his timeouts late in that game. Breeze was coaching. You know what that tells me? Breeze has been half coaching this team. Breeze has been half coaching. Could you see that? And then
me and you didn't get to talk about it because, you worked all day. I worked all day. We went vote. By the time I went vote, me and you ain't got to talk, And, I've seen that.
Breeze had to
all about?
Vitt didn't know how to use the timeouts. I think we're better off with the other one because they showed
That's
something.
What I told you the other day.
Yeah, you did. I give you credit.
Mario or whatever his name is for him.
Because they showed him, and there's something else I didn't like. At the end of the game, they put the cameras on him. As soon as he sees the cameras on him, and it's so obvious, he starts acting like he's coaching. I swear, Dad. As soon as the camera's going, he looks at the camera and then he starts clapping his hands. He does like this. I swear. Does like this. Come on. Trying to act like he's coaching. You know what I mean? Trying to act.
Yeah. Well, it's I listened to the post game, and he's like, this and that, and this and that. It was, we defense played a little bit better. Now, we got that good.
I tell you what, I was impressed.
Broke Darren Sharper's record. Very, very huge interception. And anyway, the thumbs down. He did clear it today. That was because he broke the record. I don't know if you know about that. You remember when they did it? He put the thumbs down.
Oh yeah,
He came back and said no, he didn't do it because he broke the record.
Yeah, I see when they showed the camera. But here's the thing: I was impressed so much by 2 people on that defense. One was John Vilma.
Yep.
And the other. And now I'm talking about people that haven't been shining that much. And the other, by far, was Will Smith. I have not seen Will Smith.
To him after the game. I was very, very impressed with Will Smith.
And then you
I don't know what the deal was last night, but let me tell you something. He was working last night. You hear me?
And let me tell you what the deal was, and I'm not discounting how good the Saints play. And by the way, what's his face? The other end there, the draft pick, Cam Jordan. He's an animal.
Jordan.
That dude is an animal. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. Yep.
But let me get to what I was saying, Dad. I know you want to comment on this.
We keep jumping to.
Let me tell you something.
There's so much to talk about.
Philly, right now, that Philly they left Michael Vick out to dry so badly at times. Steve Spagnuolo, whatever his first name is, out-coached. He's seen stuff on films. He brought the blitz. He's seen seeing how they leave Michael Vick on an island by himself with no running backs to block for him, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was impressed with the play calls on defense.
Yep.
I was impressed with the way, and I feel bad, for questioning him.
They had a guy at work tell me today, it don't matter who they would have put on that field last night. It could have been the Falcons.
I don't agree with that.
The way the Saints were playing, I'm like, hold on now.
I don't agree with that at all, because let me tell you something. We played one of the weakest offensive lines in football.
That's what I say, but you have to let them. You have to let them blow and all that.
Don't even stand to their level. But the deal is,
we did play a good game.
Thank you.
Hello.
Go ahead, Dad.
Oh well, you don't hear that. I thought I lost you.
Oh,
it made a big noise.
Oh no, I didn't hear it.
But other than that, yeah, well, hats off. Just talked to Scott, my brother. Like I said, he was there. Said the crowd, even after the game. I know we pulled a W, but it got us back in it, man. It's like it was like the old Saints. You know what I mean?
Right.
New Orleans needed that big.
Now we got our hands full. Now we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and Dad, you with us?
Hello,
Dad.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and update you on how we're gonna do things tonight. We're gonna do the same format we did last week. We're going to talk about the Saints. Then we're going to take a break, talk LSU and college football, take a break, and then update you on the other NFL scores and preview the Saints game this upcoming Sunday. But we got plenty of time. Let's talk some Saints football right now. Now, how about Mark Ingram and Ivory? That was a nice little 1-2 punch last night, wasn't it?
Oh, I tell you what, LAINE. Mark Ingram, he did well. Ivory, I know, hey, look, let's take the hat off for Sproles, you know what I mean? I know he's hurt. I know it's his hand, but let me tell you something. It's not. Ivory was hungry.
That's exactly
right.
He
was hungry, you hear me? He out there and played some football. Mark Ingram, he stepped up.
You know what I think? Seeing how hungry Ivory was, let me tell you something. If Ivory would have looked good last night, and Ingram knew this, and Ingram would have looked bad,
That's right.
I can promise you one thing. The next game, if Sproles would have been healthy, they would have inactivated Ingram.
Oh, yeah.
They would have he would have had no choice. He would have had to.
Yep.
But Ingram knew, hey, if I don't step to Ivory's level, I'm not going to get activated next Sunday. Dad, we got talented running backs. There's no doubt about it. It's nice to know that a guy like Sproles can go down and we could still, that looked like the old Saints. That's what the Saints did like you said, in 2009 they would do stuff like that.
That's right.
Bring in another guy.
There's always the next man.
Correct.
That could feel. And let me tell you something. Ivory said that yesterday, or when was it? Before the game, I read a little article saying, I'm ready to play. Now, if they don't want me to play here, I'll play. You know what I mean? I'll play anywhere. I'm ready to play football. And it showed it. Even Pierre Thomas said that. He said Ivory had you got to do that. If you don't want to play, sit them down. Let's get some guys out there that want to play football. Because, your season is, something got to change on the other end. We got to do something.
I completely agree. Something had to go down. We had to.
Oh, yeah. Something had, even with Carolina, they pulled it off, beating the Redskins.
That was a big win for them.
We needed this, LAINE. We had to win this game.
You're right.
This was a must.
I agree. And let me tell you something. It was kind of an elimination game in a way for us in Philly. That was the big thing here. And we came out of the game. Let me tell you something. That score would have looked a whole lot worse if Breeze wouldn't have fumbled that ball in the third quarter. And I'm not saying that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying that we should have, honestly, we could have really routed this team. And believe it or not, in my opinion, we did rout them. The score doesn't show how badly we beat them. It really doesn't.
Right.
Now you see the
interception by Robinson.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
That pumped him up, like Breeze said. You see how fast he was running?
Well, we've been waiting. He's been having a terrible year.
Yeah.
He really has.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been waiting for Patrick Robinson to come
and in the end zone. That's what I like.
In the end zone, and they get because lately he's been dropping balls like that.
Oh yeah, and they always clap their hand. Always.
That's why he's not a receiver.
That's right.
But there was some throws, and we were talking about this at work. You know, as we call it, the water cooler talk. We were talking about this at work. Breeze was putting that pigskin. He was throwing the ball so well last night.
He was throwing it, yeah.
He was putting the ball right where
he was throwing that ball last night.
There was one pass. I think it was the third. I think it was the same drive as the fumble, or it might have been before half.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember this. He throws it to Colston. He lobs it, and it almost looks like Austin Wall tipped it, but it went right over. I mean, Breeze threw it in the exact right place and went right in Colston's hands. It was a perfect. He was doing that all night.
Perfect. He threw it going to Graham. He bullet.
That's what I was about to say. How much better of a football team are we with Jimmy Graham? We're a whole other team with Jimmy Graham, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's awesome.
He's
they said that the referee helped him on that one. You seen that?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, he knew how to cut it in front of the ref. See how they practice? You know what I mean? He knew how to cut it right in front of the ref. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It just, everything fell our way last night.
I mean, there was one play back with Graham where they tried to, Dad, they had the ball. He caught it. And I said, oh, Lord, he's going to fumble it. They tried to strip it from him. And that's how strong and physical he is. Most players would have fumbled it. The football never moved there.
No, we got to have him on the field, Lane.
You're right.
He missed the game when we played that Denver there?
He never
took the trip?
No. He was there for Denver. He was
I'm sorry.
Tampa Bay.
What game was it?
But he
never made the trip.
He was there for Denver, but man, he wasn't 100%. If you remember right, he wasn't healthy.
That was one. He didn't make the trip.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Okay, thank you. Tampa Bay game. I know. Tampa Bay rolling right now, boy.
They look good. They looked very good Sunday, and they looked good that Thursday night against Minnesota.
Oh yeah. Well, we beat them, so
Look at our division. We're some good football team. When they want, we got probably the best division in football when they want to play. You know what I mean? We got some talent inside that division. We'll talk what happened in the NFL this weekend on our last segment and preview that big Dirty Bird Saints game this Sunday. That's going to be a big one, isn't it?
Yep.
Real quick, we're going to get back on track here. A lot of analysts were saying that this could be Atlanta's slip game this Sunday. They're not winning pretty. They have a close win on Sunday night. Them and the Saints are big rivals. Something's going to have to give. Saints will have to have their best performance, which we'll get to that later, Dad.
We'll have to play a lot of good defense.
Very, very.
A lot of good defense. We can't have that like last night, that running around, because we'll get in that later. But man, you got Michael. Oh no, you know what I mean. No, we can't. They got to play some football.
Right, and but now you see, going back to Philadelphia, why everybody was like, why are they going to bench Vic? And really, it's not his fault, in my opinion. They got other problems beside Michael Vick on that team. Offensive line.
The head coach, he's done.
It's over.
He might make the year. Reed?
And what's sad about him?
He's done. Reed, what a poor fella.
Well, that's what's sad. You look at early in camp, him and Michael Vick are real close. Michael Vick and Andy's son were very close. Vick was one of the first ones to see Reed's son, who overdosed on heroin inside that facility. That was a bad deal, and it's going to be a bad finish this year if they fire him.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're going to fire him this year, Lane. They just going to let him,
I don't know. It's Philadelphia.
Well, business is business. Today, people don't give a, they don't care, man. It don't matter where you work. It don't matter. People don't care no more, man. No, if you don't produce, you gone.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are.
It don't matter.
This is the economy that we live in, and hopefully we're going a different direction after tonight. We're not going to get into that. No. But let's just hope now. Any more on this beautiful Saints win?
We might just go back to it after a while. We'll talk a little college football. Yeah.
Hold on. So that's I didn't mean that like in a mean way.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead here as I cue the music in the background. Let's take a quick break, Dad. And when we get back,
sure will.
We're gonna talk about that magical game that happened in Tiger Stadium Saturday night.
Who did LSU play Saturday again? We'll talk about it after a while, people.
All right. Thanks for listening. You're listening to the #1 father and son sports show in the country, Cajun Sports Radio. Hi, it's LAINE from Cajun Sports Radio, and I just want to say that Jason and I really appreciate you listening to the show, and I also want to say that you can listen Monday through Friday live. Sometimes on the weekends we're live as well. Or you can listen to the replays of all of our episodes on CajunSportsRadio.blogspot.com. I also want to talk about advertisement opportunities for your businesses, whether it be local or national or an online business. We can help you out with that, as well as we do voiceovers, or you can send your own voiceover in. We have great deals right now, and the listening count is up, so we can really help your business out. You can contact us on our website, or you can contact me, LAINE, at 318-613-0182. Thanks. And once again, thanks for listening.
Smell the gumbo? You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio, hosted by the Cajun himself, LAINE.
Welcome back to Cajun Sports Radio. And by the way, we are still presented by Best Buy ATV. Now, what did you say that Saturday? Was there a game that took place in Baton Rouge Saturday, a college football game? I'm not for sure.
I think it was LSU and Nick Saban, Alabama.
What a dogfight! And if you go back,
what a bloodbath!
What a bloodbath! If you go back, we had updates. We tailgated from Tiger Stadium. You can go back. We had updates, and we thank all of you for listening to them. We did.
Appreciate
we were live on the scene at Tiger Stadium. We said we have to do a show we did that from my cell phone, by the way, so that's why it sounded kind of off. But
it was crazy, huh? The
unbelievable,
people, man.
Everywhere.
God, everywhere you look.
That's all you've seen, bro.
Yep.
Now, let's get into business here. Man. First half. Let's just talk about the first half. You seen we were moving the ball, but then we would with drop passes and stuff like that. We would stall, and basically we let Alabama score. Then we go into the break, which we thought at halftime that we were in trouble, that we weren't gonna. You can go to our updates.
Oh yeah,
that we were done. But LSU comes out of the locker room fired up. Doesn't let Alabama do anything on offense besides that final drive. Yeah. And Mettenberger has the game of his life. If you go back to last week's show, I said it, that Mettenberger, here's your chance to have the LSU faithful on your side. And let me tell you something. He did it. Because everybody's talking good about Zach Mettenberger. He had the game of his life Saturday night, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. He just come out there the second half and just... It was, I'm so happy for him, to come out. And, the deal was Nick Saban didn't think that he was going to throw. And he started throwing. And even Nick Saban said that. He had a good game, he had a good game. And I'm so happy for him. It's about time.
Now, that's some of the things that I've seen in the spring. And yeah, Nick Saban did say after the game twice on ESPN that he got outplayed. But there's something that he didn't do, Dad. He didn't get outcoached. And you know what you said? I'll give you credit. You said right off the bat last week, you might as well go ahead and pencil it in. LSU was going to get out-coached Saturday night, and they clearly did. That was the difference. We got out-coached Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. We got out-coached. But can I go back to Mettenberg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but, we're all excited. Even I'm a quote from Bart, in the LSU talk show on Monday evening.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was so excited, that he threw a few passes, and he did this and he did that. God damn, man. That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree.
Come on. You're playing for LSU.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
You're playing in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
That's everybody was calling in and saying, oh, we're so happy. That, let's tip our hat and this and that. Yeah. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what he was brought in to LSU to do.
Yeah.
That's what he was. But I'm going to go. Let's go ahead and hit the rewind button. Let's go all the way back to the first half. That fake field goal, man. I understand what he was trying to do, but as soon as he seen, and remember we both said this when we seen this, we were watching the game on TV. I want to clarify that to people. We were tailgating. We were still watching it on TV, which we both rather watch it on a monitor anyway. We see better. Well,
right.
When we seen, after he faked it, we both said, clearly that Saban was in fake field goal mode. Saban said to himself, I'm not going to let you burn me, Miles. You're not going to do that to me. And when Miles seen that he was in fake field goal mode, he should have audibled out of it, or he should have called a timeout. He should have at least called a timeout.
If you go back to it, he read it so quick, and you can't get that kick and a run like that when you play a defense like that.
You're playing against 11 of the fastest defenders in college football, like they said, like you said, to quote the boys on the LSU talk last night. They did say the same thing. You really think your kicker's going to outrun some of the fastest defenders in college football?
And that's what Bart and them were saying. Smokey or whatever, Bart's and he's LSU die hard. Him and that other one. And he said, everybody this and that, but we had the game in our hands. You don't blow it like that. You play the whole game and pull that onside kick. Okay, well, that's the way the ball bounced. That's one of them things. But come on. At the end, the last, minute? They gave it to him. You don't do that.
And that's the thing, too. Let's
go to that.
Now, let's go to the end of the game. Now, we're running. We think that we're going to, once we're moving the ball, we think we're just going to run the clock out. Yeah. Now, fourth down comes, and even, here's the thing I looked out later. It was a 54-yard field goal. Even if we would have hit that, we still would have only been up by 6.
That's right.
Now, it's easy to be a Tuesday night head coach. It's easy to say all this after the game's over with, but something that we should have looked at. Look at where, and I said this, we both said this when it happened. Oh, Lord, if we miss this, look where we're giving Alabama the ball at.
That's right.
We should have considered punting. We should have punted the ball. We should have not. We have the best punter in college football, or one of the best in college football. We should have tried to get him backed up in that end zone. And then we look at defensively. Why did we go in that prevent defense?
I don't. Even that's what they were arguing about yesterday on the show. Who called that? Who?
Chavis.
John
Chavis.
Yeah, but then they say, I know Chavis, the defensive coordinator, called it. But then they said Les Miles couldn't have stopped it.
Well, Miles doesn't have.
What hurt the whole deal? When they called that late penalty, backed his back up. That was
in the first half. That was in the first half. That was huge. You talking about that late hit? No, that was the first half. That late hit on the fullback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That took us out of the end zone, basically. And it took points on the board.
That was another mistake. I ain't talking about the end of the game. Yeah, well, I'm talking about mistakes. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
No, you didn't. That was a huge thing. It was a huge mess up in the game because we didn't
well,
get a field goal.
Range.
We didn't get anything out of it.
But no.
And let me tell you something. He did come back and play the fullback. I can't think of his name. He did play a hell of a second half. We both talked about that. But let's go ahead and clarify this. Miles is an offensive head coach. He is basically he decides what if the play is going to go through or not on offense.
Right.
But he does not have anything, virtually anything, when it has to do with defensive play calling to do with it. He lets it's just like Sean Payton. Sean Payton's an offensive head coach. He doesn't really do anything with the defense. Truth be told, as far as defensive play calling, he don't have anything to do with it.
Oh, okay, because they were saying yesterday that every once in a while that he could stop the play or
he could
play. You're right. The danger's going. He
could, but that's
he ain't gonna do it because they wanted to know how Chavez. Why did they stop this? Who can stop it?
Prevent.
The head coach can.
Well, the thing is, he can, but let me tell you, this is all planned. You look at, even in the NFL, let me tell you something, Saban's the opposite. Saban's a defensive head coach. So Saban has a lot to do with the defense, but Saban don't really have that much to have anything to do with the offense for Alabama. Truth be told. That's how it works with these teams. We don't realize this. Really, a head coaching job is almost split. You don't bring in there's no head coach in the country who calls offensive and defensive calls. That's in the NFL too.
Man, that's true, LAINE. There's no way that they could do all that.
Well, no,
you know what I mean?
Head coach, because if you ever noticed, every head coach was either an offensive or defensive coordinator. They're either an offensive specialist or defense. You bring in an offensive head coach, he's going to run the offense, and he's going to bring in a big defensive coordinator. That's why the Saints brought in Greg Williams. That's why the Saints brought in Spagnuolo. You bring in that big name. You basically saying, hey, run the defense. You take the defense. Now, I'm not saying that Les Miles in practice don't have anything to do with the defense. I'm saying when it comes down to play calling, Dad, he really doesn't intervene.
Right. Well, that same thing like they talked about yesterday. That, you know what I mean? He don't have, he can't be, going through this and that on each call. There ain't no way.
Now, he does that on offense.
On offense, okay.
Yeah, he's an offensive guy. So, yeah, he does. Now, the offensive play call is called, like they said, they were right on we need to stop promoting this show, but they were right on that, what they said last night. It goes through his headset, and Miles decides if he wants to go through with it or not.
I understand where you're coming from.
It's confusing, I know.
Yeah.
But, basically, Dad, it was just, you go prevent, and you know what happens when you go prevent? You leave space. If you noticed, Alabama picked us apart with the short curl route throws down the field. And then what did they do? Hit us with a screen to end the game. And, God, that was the best.
Boy, that hurts you, even hearing it again. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you know what was funny? Me and you both said it. I know I said it. I'm pretty sure you agreed with me. That was the best offensive performance that I've seen LSU had in a while. And even Nick Saban said that. He said, I cannot believe after the game, he went down there and talked. Mm-hmm. He was shocked when the defense, they stopped him, LAINE. They stopped him the whole second quarter. Whole second half. The second half. They stopped him. They did. Then you go pull something like that. Somebody needs to be doing something here. Mm-hmm. We lost. You know what they lost? They lost more than, they lost the season. National champion. They lost the season. You're right. Yeah. Now the national championship is over. Yeah, going for the big show. Mm-hmm. That's what you prepare for. Mm-hmm. That's why you play the game. That's right. That's what you prepare for. And no, we're not spoiled. Everybody, y'all spoiled. Y'all expect that from them. That's right. When you pay head coach all this money, and you recruit, you expect that. I was about to say, you remember last night I was saying how spoiled we were with the Saints and LSU, but now I thought about something today. Yeah. You have the right to be spoiled when your teams win. You know why? Because when your teams start doing good, what goes up, Dad? Ticket prices. That's what goes up. The ticket prices.
Look how much LSU's charging.
Exactly. So you do have the right.
When we were there, you seen those people there. You know what? You know how much money they made.
Mm-hmm. You know how much money? I know this is. You'd be surprised the money they made just off of. If nobody would have showed up to that game, LSU would have still made a bunch of money just from television, just from TV. They made a killing.
And you can't win every game. And again, we don't want to talk about money, but you expect that. Mm-hmm. You expect that because I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain when you have a game in your hands and you just give it to them.
I know.
And Miles did say that. He said, "I wish I would have." They even got to deal with him digging in his ear. I don't know if y'all seen that.
Oh, that was fun. Well, we seen it live when it happened.
Yeah, but then people talking about, they're making jokes about it.
Yeah, but you remember when it happened? Me and you said when it happened that he was going to get picked on during the week. You don't remember that? Over that.
Yeah.
By the way, just quick update. 7 in about a minute. We don't want you to leave the show, but we kick off a college football game between Toledo and Ball State on ESPN2. Just to let y'all know. It's going to be a good one, too. But stay here. Now, real quick, Dad, let's not get off subject. Let's update people on the BCS standings. You want to do that or no? You want to stay with this right now?
No, whatever you want to do, Lane. It's your show.
I tell you what, let's stay with it's our show. Let's stay with this, and then we'll update the scores and all from the weekend. Back to LSU. They only moved 2 spots in the rankings. They moved to 7th in the BCS, but in my opinion, it don't mean anything.
No.
Because you only could take 2 teams from a conference.
That's right.
And we lost to Florida.
How we done?
Georgia's top 5. We would need, even if Georgia loses, we would need Florida to lose.
It's like I said, more to it. And how are we still in the BCS after Saturday?
Because of our losses.
They ain't going to be in the top 10.
Well, no, I didn't. Honestly, not to correct you, I did say that I thought they wouldn't move down far.
That's
if
right.
It looked good.
Right. You're right. I'm wrong.
Because
right.
now,
right.
no, I will say this.
I was so mad Saturday night. I don't remember.
I did say this. This is probably why you're getting confused. That if they got blown out, they would probably move down far. But
that's right.
You look at LSU's 2 losses. 2 top 10 teams. 1 LSU, Alabama. 2 was Florida, who was number 2 at one point, and both were by short margins. And somebody said something the other day or yesterday. We had to play Alabama twice last year, and we didn't want to have to play Alabama again. And I don't think Alabama would want to play us again either, though, this year.
Oh, you ain't gonna play them again this year.
Oh, no, it's not going to happen, I'm saying.
Oh, no.
I don't think Alabama would want to play us again, though. I think we...
Oh, no. They wouldn't want to play unless we play over there or play in New Orleans in the Dome, maybe.
Well, I don't mean it like that. I'm saying we gave them...
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
I get it.
We have to laugh about it because,
I'm starting at a spot. I understand that, like they said Sunday night, LSU and Alabama is starting to become a huge rival between each other. It's a rivalry that basically started when Nick Saban went there.
But that's what it's all about.
You looked at one, the Alabama players were taunting the LSU fans. I didn't like that.
No.
You looked at Mettenberger taunting the Alabama fans when he did that cell phone thing because they got a hold to his number during the week. But A.J. McCarron's number was out, too, during the week, which I actually seen it.
Yep. You told me that.
I told you that. I said, hey, you want A.J. McCarron's number? You remember that? But all in all,
top recruits there, though.
They did.
Huge people that was there Saturday night. A lot of high school top recruits.
Yep. And
you had old Shaq there, old Falk. You know what I mean? As far as the hype, it was all there.
They always bring the top recruits to the big games to make it for the recruits
that
to see.
Look at that.
Well, it shows the recruits, hey, look at the atmosphere that we have here. And it don't matter if you win or lose. It just showed them the atmosphere that you have in College State. And Scott Van Pelt, he does a show on ESPN radio. He was there. He said it was the funnest atmosphere that he's at, because it was the first time he was there. Funnest atmosphere in college football. He said, people start drinking at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, what was out there? Some people couldn't even walk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the game didn't even, it wasn't even close. Some people just, happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, oh, well, we'll get back at it next week.
Not worried about it, had money in their pocket. Probably don't wait, some of them, but anyway. Oh, yeah.
Now, what people like, what people always ask for, is they want the controversial Yote. I'm waiting on your rant from this game. You kind of started to go off on us being happy even though we lost. I want your whole take on this game, Dad. The floor is yours.
Well, we had the game. We blew it. That game there, we had it. You blow it. Again, we stayed with them. No, we should have beat them. Them guys played hard. They really played hard. It's coaching. Coaching at the end. Again. Coaching.
Again.
Coaching lost that game, Lane. Coaching lost the game. And I'm not the only one that says, go to Danny Dunn, whatever. Coaching lost that game. We got coached again.
Again, and you know what? Give Yote the credit. He said it on multiple times last week on the show that you might as well go ahead and call it now that we were going to get out coached.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's sad?
And the bad part, we had it.
And that's
how
sad.
hard them boys played. We had it.
As bad as the coaching was and the mistakes we had, we still almost won that game.
Yeah, that's what I say. And almost won the game. It was in our hands. All we needed was a first down. And you just blow it at the end. Then hold on. We're going to do good. We're going to win out. You got Mississippi State Saturday night. Mississippi State's the homecoming game. They had the toughest schedule. They have played, I'm talking about poor fellas, man, they have played from Alabama to Florida to South Carolina. They had a tough schedel.
LSU has had a tough schedule. They really, really have. That's who you were talking about, huh?
No, I'm talking about Mississippi State.
They've played the last 2 weeks. Really is only. I mean, they were undefeated going into the Alabama game 2 weeks ago. Really and truly, not to correct you, they really haven't. Other than the last 2 weeks, they really haven't played anybody.
Yeah.
Not to correct you or whatever, but.
Yeah, I'm sorry, LSU. Yeah, that's right. Mississippi State. I get Mississippi State and Ole Miss confused. I told you that Saturday night.
It's a lot of football to cover.
I get them always confused. But LSU, they have played Alabama, Florida, South Carolina. LSU had a tough schedule this year.
And you know what's sad? Coming into the year, we looked at the schedule and said, "Oh, we're gonna have it made this year." We didn't think Florida was going to be as good as they are. We didn't think A&M was going to be good. We didn't think South Carolina was going to be as good as they are. Our schedules turned out to be just as tough as last year, right, Dan?
Just as tough as last year. You're right. You're right. And, since I started this show helping appreciate it with my boy LAINE here, I guess I kind of watch so much football. Sometimes
I am proud of you for that. No, but the thing is, I told you that.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I'll tell you that. I am very proud of the job that you're doing. It's a lot to follow. And you have made the ratings.
Because I know you keep up with it so much.
Well, the thing is, the ratings have been unreal. They are always asking,
I appreciate everybody listening.
Yeah, they always ask them, please give us Yote. But we are the number one father and son sports show in the country. So, hey, we have to
I sure enjoy it. I like to come on. We wish we could do it more a week, but... it's just got so much going on,
It's called work.
Yeah, we got to go to work. But, so let's talk about the Mississippi State game, right? If you don't mind, Saturday.
Okay, we'll go to that, and then we'll update we'll tell you the scores and the BCS standings. from last week, and then take a break and then talk some NFL. But yeah, this is your show too. That sounds great. Honestly, if we play like we did Saturday, we're not gonna have any problems with them. But that's the key to LSU. They play to their level of competition. You don't know what you're gonna get out of LSU.
That's right. That's right. Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, it made a noise. Just like the Saints. They play, like going back to Sunday's game against Atlanta. There's no telling, you know what I mean? They play as good as your other team, your opponent is.
You're right. They play to that level of competition. But honestly, I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. Saturday.
Well, they come off of a big loss, man. You know what
Two big losses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they come off of but it's homecoming. Does that make a difference?
Yes, it kind of does. It really does.
Yep.
Plus, you always want to beat up on a top-ranked team, and LSU is still the 7th-ranked team in the country. So, you know, you want to look good for that. But don't let Alabama beat us twice. Just because we lost to Alabama last week, don't let them beat us this week. You know what I mean? Don't let loss be a loss this week, too.
They got to just suck it up and keep going. The season is not over. We're not gonna play for the national championship, but you just don't.
Still have some football to play. Still got some football to play.
A lot of football.
But we got 3 big regular season games to play. 3. You win them 3 games. All tough games. All rivalry games.
That's right.
We win all 3 of them games, and usually we play Mississippi State earlier in the year. But since A&M came into the conference, we changed the schedule up a little bit.
Oh, they changed that game, y'all.
Yep. Because you remember we used to play Mississippi State always at the beginning of the year. Every year.
Yeah.
But
the Ole Miss game, they changed to 2:30. They changed that.
Oh, really?
This week. Yeah, they changed it.
Okay. That'll be a CBS game then, okay.
Yeah.
Now, you win these 3 games, you might, like I said, if some crazy things happen, you might have a shot at the Sugar Bowl. You might have a shot at the BCS Sugar Bowl. It's crazy things happen. And really, you need Alabama to win out. You don't want Alabama to lose.
Oh, no.
You want Alabama to go ahead and win out.
Go with it.
Let them have it.
Sure.
You want them to beat Georgia. If they beat Georgia in the SEC championship,
Georgia's good, man.
And then have Florida, but we still need Florida to lose. And have Florida lose somewhere. Because if Georgia loses to Alabama, then Florida would get that at-large bid.
Right.
But if Florida would lose, who knows? What could happen?
But we got to win out, though.
Win out. But you know what it's looking like more and clearly? Almost like the Cotton Bowl. We could maybe get like a Capital One or Cotton Bowl. Which the Cotton Bowl, it's not a bad game.
No.
Horrible.
Not a bad bowl. They said that Mettenberger finally found the offense. Yes. Season's almost over.
A little late in the year for that, isn't it?
Yeah, they said he finally found the offense. He got the swing of it now. Well, anyway. Yeah.
It's funny. It's always next year for LSU. What's the team going to look like?
You can't keep hearing that, right? Them days are gone this next year.
People want to win now.
Yeah. And like I say, Saturday night they're going to pack it again.
Hey, Dad, keep it rolling for 2 seconds. I got to turn my air conditioner down a little bit. Just keep talking.
And it's going to be a good game and all. And like I say, LSU had they did a good fight with Alabama. Let's tip our hat. They did good. Very good. More than what I thought they were going to do. I didn't think they were going to stay with them. I really didn't. I thought that they were going to come out there and, and Mettenberger the defense played well. The offense came alive the second half. I just wish we could have, that would have been huge if we could have pulled it off.
Oh, yeah. And you notice we're not completely like after the Florida game, we came on the show and we was dogging and all the problems and all. You don't see that much of that today from us. Because really how well we played late. You look at 2. Now, how about that's what I wanted to ask you about. How about that onside kick? What did you think of that?
Well, what's the odds of all times they practice it and practice it and practice it? That's just one day they hit the wrong way. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
What's the odds?
I think it was a good call. I'm going to go ahead and say that wasn't a bad call.
I didn't say nothing about the onside kick. Mm-hmm. Give it to them because they had to post something about that.
They had to get another play. You know, they had to get another draw.
Oh, yeah.
Same reason.
That's not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was that fake.
That changed the whole game. You look at really and truly, we stabbed ourselves in the foot in the first half. You look at the fake, and then you talked about it, that late hit. We really stabbed ourselves in the foot in the first half.
They didn't play ball the first half. It was going to be ugly. Man, we talked about it.
Oh, we were mad at halftime.
Man, we were discouraged.
Uh-huh.
You know, but we figured that's what was going to happen. But, I mean, they just come out in the second half and just, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Here's the thing. Critical moments. Here we go, Dad. Now I'm going to get you fired up real quick. Critical moments. This has happened in Les Miles' career. When he's down, it almost seems like he panics in a way, doesn't it?
He can't handle it.
When he's down.
He can't handle it. This ain't the first time. He can't handle it.
No, this has happened. You go back to clock. You remember when he didn't know how much time was
the clock? Yeah. No. He can't handle. He can't manage a clock either. And Nick Saban seen that. He's seen it. He called the dogs out of it. He knew. He seen it. He couldn't handle it. He can't handle it. And I'm not the only one that says it.
That's right.
Good analyst said he cannot handle it.
Nope.
You know?
He locks up.
He locks up. That's exactly what that guy said on the talk show. He locks up. He can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And they agree with him. You know, we got to start. You can't play. They played the whole game. You can't just give up at the end, man.
Nope. It was a letdown. It was such a bad loss, wasn't it?
I feel so sorry for these guys because they played LAINE so hard. And Nick Saban said it. They outplayed us. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They outplayed us. But they got outcoached. That's the bottom line. They outplayed us. Mm-hmm. At the end, we got outcoached.
I agree. I completely agree. And
you don't think Miles got some heat on all this?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah, LAINE. You know, this is too much because this is a season that just, poof. You know?
Yep.
We got to take care of that. You know, I'm like, oh, well, you know, Alabama. We was expecting Alabama not have that this year. Yeah, you're going to have something. When you
Nick
got a head coach like Nick Saban, you're going to have something every year.
Mm-hmm. Bottom line, we say it every year after we play Alabama. If LSU fans had a chance to bring Saban back, would they? Would you?
Bring him back? Oh, my God. Would we bring him back? You know, whenever he left, was all this courage when he went to Miami. Mm-hmm. Like everybody say he couldn't handle it. Yeah, he can handle it. He can handle pro, but he wanted to coach, and you can't coach him like you can.
Well,
he can handle it.
And it was smarter for him to come back to college because he can dominate more in college. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
he was making just as good enough money.
Him and Steve Spurrier. Steve Spurrier is all different. Maybe he couldn't handle it.
Steve Spurrier's lazy.
But Nick Saban could handle it, but he couldn't handle that. He didn't have the whole show.
Mm-hmm. You're right. He didn't have a general manager to answer to at Alabama.
That's right.
You don't have to answer to agents at Alabama.
You didn't have. That's right. And he wanted to coach, and you can't coach. You could coach in pro, but he couldn't. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I get exactly.
He couldn't handle them. You know, a lot of them said, "Talk to my agent" or whatever. He don't have the personality like Sean Payton that you can talk to your players. Mm-hmm. Nick Saban, you couldn't. He got a personality, I heard, That is no good. I'll never forget when me and you, we used to camp a lot. When LAINE was small, we used to all go to the casino and all. We'd camp. And you see these big buses pull up. People would go out there, we'd watch the game. We'd go watch the college games. And some people said they knew Nick Saban. That's when he was there. Has a personality that is horrible.
There's a personality like an ink pen.
That's right. He would lock himself. They had suppers and dinners at his house. A lot of times he'd get mad and go lock himself in his room, studying tapes. He's not a people person.
But you know what?
When they go to interview him, he don't want to talk to nobody.
All he wants to do is
right.
Football. He is a football man, and that's what it takes. Les Miles, you ain't gonna meet a nicer guy. Les Miles is a very nice guy.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah. Very nice.
But we're kind of running out of time here. All right.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's update people. Yeah, let's update people on the scores. We'll take a break and then we'll talk some NFL. All right. Real quick, the BCS standings. Let's talk about what happened this weekend. We got to watch some football together as well. I enjoyed it. I mean, you had a big day Saturday.
Yep.
Rode the motorcycles and everything like that. But we came back and watched some football. We watched the end of that Notre Dame game. Notre Dame had trouble with Pitt, but found a way to get the job done late. But they moved down on the polls because people said, they struggled with a bad team. I say we worry about that too much. That was a rivalry. Win the game.
Yeah.
Notre Dame found a way to win the game. That's what I can't stand about college football, Dad. And that's all I want to say real quick. That I like about in the NFL, it's about just winning. In college, it's about how you won the game and how many points did you beat them by.
That I don't like about college. I'm telling you right now.
That's what aggravates.
I don't like that either. You're right. I don't. At all.
Win the game. Notre Dame came back and found a way. It might have not been beautiful, but to me, that shows a good team. A team that could come back and win.
Come back and win the game.
Come back and win the game. And Notre Dame, the computers like them. Because they're number 2. They're 4 in the BCS, but they're number 2 in the computer polls. That's going to help them later on, how much the computers do like them. And you know why the computers like them? Because the computers see dollar signs. Notre Dame finds a way to make it to that national championship. There's going to be big dollar signs for that.
That's why LSU's still in the top 10. You know why?
Money.
Because the computer likes the money.
They see the
it don't matter what LSU plays, they're going to pack it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want them out of the top 10. But anyway.
Because you get LSU at a BCS game, not only they're going to pack it, they're going to bring ratings. They're going to bring sponsors.
Sure.
It's just LSU's the money. So you look at let's go ahead and update the top 5. How convenient. Alabama stays at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas State, I like this team. They go to 2.
Yeah, well, they tough. I got
Oregon.
to see them all, yeah.
Now, how about, they are. How about Oregon? Find a way, they would score every 2 seconds against USC. Find a way to get it done. Find a way to get it done. Beat USC. Now they move over Notre Dame. They go to 3. But, Dad, this is clearly probably the second best team in the country, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. They need respect. They beat USC. We watched the game. Back and forth.
Well, no, we had it on. We had the 2 TVs on. Remember we had the 2 TVs on. We had that one upstairs. Remember? Actually,
but everywhere you look, they had TV screens in Baton Rouge.
Exactly.
Everybody had TV screens.
There was TVs everywhere. Yeah, in the motorhome there, we had the 2 screens there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Georgia goes to 5. Georgia, they're not. If they find a way to win out and beat Bama, and some crazy things happen, they might have a chance to get in the national championship. Now they would need some teams to lose. Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, don't count Georgia out. No,
not at all. And
I'm telling you, they shine, boy.
Mm-hmm. That Florida win was got them on the right track.
I'm impressed. Now, you got Oregon, the Ducks. I like them and all. They can't compete. They're number 3. They can't compete against Georgia or somebody.
You don't think?
No. They already know it.
I don't know about that. I think that Georgia could beat them, but I don't know. That's a good question, Dad. I really don't know. Because, you could argue, like you said, Oregon ain't played no defense like an SEC defense.
That's what I say. They ain't got to play the schedule. Okay, USC. Okay.
Yeah, big deal, huh?
Yeah, big deal. They ain't got to latch on to SEC. I know everybody says that, but, then you got Florida, underneath Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got
Actually,
LSU.
In the BCS standings, it's Florida 5, Georgia 6, LSU 7, South Carolina 8th. All SEC.
All SEC.
And keep in mind,
see what I'm talking about?
Georgia, Mr. Johnny Football, who has a huge game against Alabama this weekend, they're at 15. We believe in that old Johnny Football.
Old Texas A&M. They're number 15 now.
Correct. And how about our in-state team, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs at number 20?
Number 20, Louisiana Tech. They can hang with LSU.
Great. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they can.
Look how well they played. They almost beat Johnny Football in there.
That's right. I think on any given day that they can.
Yeah, I think they could too. I think that's a great. And I didn't think that you were right about that a few weeks ago, but I agree with you now. They could stay with LSU.
Oh yeah. Well, if they have the right day, I am so impressed. Number 20, Louisiana Tech.
All right, Dad. Let's. You got anything? You want a? Hold on. I'm sorry. You got anything else?
Let's rolling here, LAINE.
Well, you got anything? Any last final comments on that LSU Bama game?
No. I'm still wounded, licking our old paws there. But it wasn't nothing. We all knew it, but the way it happened, that we could have beat them. That's all I could say.
All right, sports fans, we were going to now take a quick commercial break, and we're going to update you on the NFL scores. We both watch football all day Sunday, as usual. Give you the NFL scores real quick, and then get everybody out of here to look and see who's going to win that presidential election going on right now. You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio, the number one father and son sports show in the country. We'll be back in a second.
Monday Night Football. Woo!
Smell the gumbo? You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio, hosted by the Cajun himself, LAINE.
Welcome back to Cajun Sports Radio, presented by Best Buy KTV. This is Tuesday, November 6th, presidential night. We hope everybody's having a great evening. Saints got a win last night on Monday Night Football. And let's update you with the scores. You right. And we're going to update fans on the scores from this week. I'm sorry. Here we go. Here, let's start with. I got to get my ESPN Chris Berman music going here. Here we go. All right. Chiefs Chargers Thursday night. Real quick. Chargers win 31-13. Finally find a way to get a win here, and they keep their playoff hopes alive and move to 4-4. Sunday, one of the first games of the day. Broncos Bengals. Peyton Manning threw some picks. He threw one in the end zone. Found a way to get it done, though. That 31-23 as the Broncos continue to roll down.
Yep.
Ravens 25, Browns 15. Ravens aren't winning pretty, but they're keeping their season alive.
They still pull it off.
They are, even with all the injuries. You're right. They're still a 6.
They still pull it off.
Still find a way to get it done, and you're right. They're
That's
still.
Right.
Nobody's talking about that, but they're still a 6-2 ball club. Baltimore Ravens.
That's right.
Green Bay had a scare from Homer. Still, this is probably the hottest team in the league. Green Bay 31, Cardinals 17. Green Bay improves to 6-3 on the year and continue to dominate. Bears, unbelievable defensively. Old Peanut Tillman, who played his football at UL, forced turnover after turnover after turnover, and this Bears defense just destroyed
I tell you what.
The Titans.
Woo, they look good. That defense, everyone.
They win 51 to 20
51.
and move to 7-1. And most of them are defensive points.
God.
That's the crazy thing. Best defense in the league by far.
Yep.
The best story in the league, the Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck is playing like Peyton Manning right now. Playing, in my opinion, maybe better. As, guess what, people? The hype on Andrew Luck, it was true. Because this guy is an animal. He finds a way to get the job done against his other rookie quarterback that he played against.
The first year, man, to do something like that. That's
23
amazing.
to 20. The Colts go to 5-3, and if you haven't got to hear it, Dad, go listen to that locker room speech. I don't know. You know that their coach is doing leukemia. He's in leukemia treatment.
Yeah.
Did you get to listen to that speech? And go listen to it on YouTube.
No, Lane, I haven't.
Unbelievable. If you get a chance, go listen to it on YouTube. The Chuck Pagano locker room speech. He can't coach the team. He's been doing leukemia treatments.
Oh.
And it's been the story of the league.
Yeah,
but,
I heard about it. We got up there.
But he found a way to get out of the hospital Sunday and talk to his team. And it was probably one of the best speeches I've ever heard. It is on YouTube.
I heard about it, Lane. I need to see that.
Andrew Luck, 30 for 48, 433 passing yards.
That's unreal.
This team, and you can't say that it's his receivers because this team sucked with these same receivers last year. Andrew Luck is the real deal, Dad. He is.
That's why he got drafted number 1 and RG3 number 2.
Which leads us to a great segue. RG3 played Cam Newton in Washington. When the Redskins
shocked on that one.
When the Redskins win, the current president in the White House has retained the last 9 times. When the Redskins lose, a new president comes in. So we had a lot to cheer for.
About that one. I know you told me that, but I want to see on that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, we ride a lot of riding on that tonight. I'm sure one of Mitt Romney had his Carolina Panthers hat on, and Barack Obama had his Washington hat on. But Carolina completely shuts down RG3, and they found a way to get it done. Cam Newton was not special in this game. He found a way to win, but don't get me wrong, it wasn't a Cam Newton victory over RG3. But Carolina moves to 2-6. Redskins go to 3-6. They win 21-13. Carolina ends a 5-game losing streak. Their last win was against the New Orleans Saints. Lions, they're starting to kind of heat up. Win 31-14 over the Jaguars, who were terrible. You'll get to see the Jaguars play the Colts Thursday night. They win 31-14. They go to 4-4. Texans find a way to get it done against the Bills, 21-9. They go to 7-1, which sets up a big Sunday night game. Texans will play the Bears on Sunday Night Football this week.
That's gonna be a match there.
And let me tell you, you know what's convenient about both these teams? Mm-hmm. They both only have 1 loss on their record. Both teams' only loss comes to a blowout from the Green Bay Panthers. Both teams. How convenient is that? Both teams' only loss is to Green Bay. So that shows you how good that Green Bay team is, too.
That's right.
That sets up a big match.
That one, huh? The
biggest, one of the best running performances I've seen ever, and this guy is a rookie. Tampa Bay wins 42-32. They against Oakland. They go to 4-4. Tampa Bay's running back ran for 251 yards. Martin looked unbelievable. He honestly, he had 4 touchdowns. Unbelievable. Only on 25 carries.
That's unbelievable.
Rookie of the year. I tell you what, we got some unbelievable rookies this year to choose from. We got Doug Martin from Tampa Bay. We got RG3. We got Andrew Luck, which Andrew Luck to me is the rookie of the year. You got Tannehill. We got some good rookies out there this year, Dad.
And we talked about that the other day real quick. You don't understand that. How they going to be rookies? They come out
straight NFL
and do stuff like that.
You used to never see that.
Talent they got today. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like that 3-4 years ago.
Nope.
They just come out there running.
It's like now these players are being groomed for the NFL. Huh? They're just being groomed for the NFL, man.
It's unbelievable, man.
Especially if you
have to sit out a couple of years. You didn't have a quarterback to go straight from college to pro.
Well, you look at Peyton Manning.
No.
He was one of the only quarterbacks to start as a rookie, and he did terrible.
That was a big deal, LAINE, when that happened.
And he did terrible. He wasn't good as a rookie.
No.
But you're right. You had to sit on the bench. You had to sit on the bench for at least a year or two. Now, they're going right on the field.
Textbook. You know, just the talent, man. It's just unreal.
Unbelievable. Seahawks 30, Vikings 20. Seahawks go to 5-4, and they continue to roll. Seahawks, I mean, they're keeping themselves competitive. You want to talk about another rookie? Talk about Russell Wilson. He ain't been shabby either. He had 3 touchdowns. He basically dethroned Matt Flynn, and Matt Flynn thought he was going to start this year, but guess what? A rookie took your spot.
Move right in. Right in.
Let's talk about the game of the day, or the early game of the day. Giants and Steelers. Steelers on a way to get it done, 24-20. They're getting hot, Dad. Talking about running performances, Chris Redmond. You got to run the ball. We talked about this Monday night. You got to be able to run the ball. You look at all the big wins this week, it was because of good running performances. Steelers go to New York after all of that hurricane stuff happens. They had to fly in the same day of the game. They stayed in the hotel lobby because they didn't want to take rooms away from people who really needed them. And still find a way to get it done. 24-20. Their coach said that you might go and hang out in a hotel lobby every week now after playing like that. And they found a way to get it done. And Eli had a bad game in this one. He goes 10 for 24, 125 yards. Now, the primetime game, Dallas at Atlanta. Dallas. I rooted for you Sunday night. It is so hard to root for this team, and they shoot themselves in the foot so badly. They outplayed Atlanta, but continue to beat themselves. As Atlanta wants a horseshoe.
There's something at the end they always come back, guys.
They are
like
not.
They did in 2009.
And honestly, they're winning less pretty than we were. They're barely winning game 19. But you're right. That year, we wouldn't win all of them pretty, but we found a way to win. Atlanta.
We win at the end. It was ugly, but it was a W.
It was a W. And guess what, people? That's all that matters. Atlanta wins 19-13, sets up a big matchup between them and the Saints this Sunday at 12. Speaking of that, we all know about this one. Saints 28, Eagles 13, Monday Night Football, as the Saints move to 3-5 and keep their season alive.
Yep. Good job, Saints. We talked about it earlier, but good job.
All right. LSU, A&M. Who do you like in that one? What do you like the score to look like in that one?
The LSU game? Yeah, they're just going to have to get out there and just forget about Saturday night and go on. Just go on and play some football. Because let me tell you something. They ain't going to look back.
No.
You know what I mean? No. They're not going to look back. They're going to come out there and play some ball. LSU just have to get out there, forget about Saturday night. We still got 3 huge games left. We got to get out there and play some football.
Did I say A&M a while ago?
Yeah, you said A&M, but I don't want to correct you.
No, correct me.
People know Mississippi
State. I'm sorry. You should have corrected me. Oh.
Ain't no big deal.
Oh, okay.
That's so much football, guys.
LSU, Mississippi State.
It's crazy.
I'll say LSU 21, Mississippi State 14, or something like that.
You wanted me to say a score. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
LSU 14, Mississippi State 7.
Good call.
There won't be no high-scoring game.
Now,
no.
The team in Louisiana who still has a chance to win a championship, I know it's not big, but it's still alive, that's the Saints. They have a chance to dethrone Atlanta this Sunday. Can they do it?
We got to have our A game. We're just going to have to go out there and just, maybe Atlanta's all they think that they can't be beat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Lane.
I don't want to pick a score now.
At the house, we're going to have to look at it good. Believe me, I hope they play a good game. They're coming off of a big win. Atlanta thinks that they can't be beat. You never know, man.
They won't go undefeated. That's a dip. They're gonna lose.
No. It's like last year. We were rolling, Bo. Go to the Rams and lose. So, you don't know what's going to happen any given Sunday. Show up, Saints. That's all I can say. Show up.
Show up. People, we thank you once again for being a part of this show. It is the #1 father and son team in the country, and we're sweeping across the country. You want to be a part of this ride? Let us know. You can be on the show and ask us questions here. You can contact us at facebook.com/Cajun Sports Radio. Dad, awesome show.
Thank you, Lane. We enjoyed the show.
Awesome show. It's getting late. I know you want to watch. We got a football game on ESPN2. I know you want to watch that. I know y'all want to watch the election coverage. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for listening.
We enjoyed it. Thank y'all.
Smell the gumbo. You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio, hosted by the Cajun himself, LAINE. You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio.